Hi, my name is Tracy Takahama Espinosa. Thank you for the opportunity to share a bit of information about MESH and Conexiones. I'm coming from Ecuador, from Latin America, and I really appreciate the chance to talk to you a little bit during the annual meeting of the 10th Policy Dialogue Forum at UNESCO's International Task Force for Teacher Education. We look forward to contributing some ideas about teacher quality. I am an educational researcher and I work out of Quito, Ecuador. I also teach a course at Harvard University called the Neuroscience of Learning, and at both of these experiences, we have really tried our best to leverage technology to provide differentiated educational needs, differentiated homework for our students and our teachers alike to improve their learning outcomes. And we do the same in our structures here within MESH and with Conexiones. So why do we want to do this? As you all know, we're here thanks to the Sustainable Development Goals, Goal 4, but we also all know that without Goal 4 being met, just none of the other 16 goals will be met unless you have human capital, unless you have well-prepared people who have received a good education. It's going to be very difficult to reach any of these other goals. So we know it's actually the most important goal that's listed on here. And we also know that based on comparative international research, there are some good guidelines about teachers' basic pedagogical knowledge that does include elements like better technology integration into the classrooms in order to provide access to people who might not have access in education already, in order to give great teachers to all kids instead of sometimes just giving the mediocre teacher because you have nobody else. If we can leverage technology in this way, we can actually reach more students in more positive ways and help them learn. We know that UNESCO has this goal. We also know the MESHGuides share a vision, and Conexiones, we all share a similar vision of improving teacher education in order to improve education as a whole, in order to help all of our societies develop in the best ways possible. So what is MESH? What is Conexiones? Where is it? And when? When does it take place? Well, basically, this is a structure to order teacher development needs. Just like we try to differentiate and take care of each child's need in our classroom, we believe that teachers need different things at different points in their careers. But we do understand, based on research about how humans learn, that certain concepts should come before other concepts. So we try to order these in a way that help meet everybody's needs, meet every teacher in their sweet spot, exactly where they need training, not what a school might tell them they need or what a government might tell them they need, but to help teachers actually understand their own necessities as far as professional development is concerned and to grow in their profession across the lifespan. This goes from initial training to being a novice teacher, proficient, and on to mastery teaching. We've divided these type of experiences into information about how the brain learns, and then techniques, strategies, methodologies, activities that teachers do in class, and this huge element of evaluation, which we know few teachers feel very creative about the way they evaluate learning. They want to help share the information about better techniques in learning. And the MESH guides help teachers who have not faced certain situations do so with confidence. What do I do if a kid comes into my class with dyslexia? Or how can I attend to a child who has multiple languages or a different language from the school language and bilingualism in general? What do I do with increasing cases of Asperger's? Or how do I handle disciplinary problems or kids who have different types of home structures? What the MESH guides do is give entry points based on evidence-based learning to teachers on core concepts. So, for example, dyslexia. What is dyslexia? What is the definition? Where does it really come from? What does the evidence say about the best interventions? And how do I apply that? What should a teacher do at this point when he detects that a child has a reading problem, for example, related to dyslexia? So the MESH guides try to break down core concepts, things that all teachers should know more about, and explain them based on the latest evidence, which are managed by university professors around the world who help contribute to teacher knowledge by synthesizing the information and making it usable knowledge. Not just research, but what can I use in my classroom? Who should be involved? All of us. The actors needed to make MESH and Conexiones work really come from the individual themselves to small groups, individual organizations, family members, whole schools, the community, partnerships with businesses, governments. But the idea is to spread and make this a worldwide usable tool. We use information that we know work in cultural contexts, and we share that evidence with you so that you can make decisions about how appropriate the information would be within your context. And how can this really take off and work? The way MESH is devised right now, in multiple languages, it can reach 185 countries, it's ready to go. It's scalable and can be shared throughout the world. It's usable on your telephone. So we're hoping to provide this information to teachers as quickly as possible and to get you involved as well to help provide the best quality evidence within your own context. Because MESH is constantly updated, the most recent research is what is incorporated so teachers can feel confident in using this information to guide their best practice in classrooms. So we'd like to invite you to explore the pages, meshguides.org and thelearningsciences.com, and see how this best fits into your own practice. It's free, it's open, it's available, and if you would like to participate and contribute your expertise to the growth of these projects, don't hesitate to let us know. Thanks.